Imagine Oracle Arena's roar distilled into a single heartbeat. Now imagine it silenced by the weight of what's about to drop. Because, Dub Nation, we're standing at the precipice of an off-season storm that could rewrite the very DNA of this team. Welcome back to Warriors News Fan Report, where raw truths collide with Splash-era passion. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so your heart never misses a beat. Tonight, buckle up as we unravel the labyrinthine saga surrounding the Warriors' feverish pursuit of Al Horford, the free agent center, whose fate now dangles between the Bay and a labyrinth of unseen NBA chess moves. With ripples touching everyone from the Brooklyn Nets drama that threatens to derail all progress, to whispers swirling around Bradley Beal's impending buyout, which could erupt into another seismic shakeup for the Warriors' roster calculus. And let's not even start on the historic 17-team Kevin Durant trade that, despite its record-breaking scale, has left even the gilded halls of national media scratching their heads, desperately trying to decode exactly who Golden State has acquired, who's slipping away, and what this means for the splash-drenched twilight of this Warriors era. I'm Arthur Basteros, and if you live and breathe Warriors basketball, you already know that the off-season feels like a high-stakes poker game where every card pulled sends tremors across the franchise's future. So let's dive deep. For weeks now, the narrative around Al Horford has been almost Sisyphean, a ceaseless mountain of hype. Rumors that he's destined for the Bay. Dramatic whispers he's weighing the fine line between lacing up for one final dance or hanging up the boots altogether. But today, suddenly, the narrative twists. Mark Stein, the seasoned oracle formerly of ESPN, dropped a bombshell on his Stein line suggesting the Denver Nuggets might be the wild card complicating our beloved Warriors' bid to land Horford. You see, the Nuggets swapped centers with the Kings' Dario Saric, whose name alone strikes nerves in Dub Nation, given his less-than-stellar stint against the Warriors, was traded for Jonas Valanciunas, a center with clear designs on jumping ship to a lucrative 3-year deal with Greek powerhouse Panathinaikos. If Valanciunas bolts, suddenly Denver's financial flexibility springs open, allowing them to throw a richer 1-year offer to Horford than Golden State's mid-level slot could match, muddying the waters of what felt like an imminent Horford Bay area union. But the plot thickens. Clutch Points reported today that Nuggets brass is hell-bent on staking Valanciunas in the NBA, determined to snatch him out of the clutches of Europe, effectively torpedoing their ability to chase Horford. Shams Charania echoed these sentiments, reporting that Denver expects Valanciunas to honor his contract. Subtly prayers from Dub Nation now mounting for the Nuggets' grip on Valanciunas to hold tight. Because every inch Denver retains, Warriors gain a clearer path to close the deal with Horford. Meanwhile, Sam Gordon from the San Francisco Chronicle reminded all Warriors faithful that Horford remains a prime target. But no decisions loom this weekend despite the free agency. Moratorium lifting and deal frenzy happening elsewhere. Just as the clock hits 6 p.m. here in San Francisco, calm settles. No news, no signatures. And a cautionary tale emerges when NBA insider Jake Fisher tweets out a supposed 2-year, $12 million Horford contract with the Warriors, only to be unmasked as a fraud of fake accounts stroking the feverish hopes of the fanbase without a shred of truth. This is a brutal reminder that the web of NBA rumors can ensnare even the most seasoned eyes. So here at Warriors Digest, we obsess over verification, dissecting every whisper with my partner Randy Silver to bring you not just news, but real news that drives the pulse of this franchise's destiny. Pivot now to Bradley Beal, because while Horford may have stuttered in signing, Beal's landscape is ablaze with potential. John Gambadoro, the Suns vet insider whose decades poring over the franchise's fabric grant him unparalleled insight, signals an impending resolution on Beal's buyout within 24 to 48 hours, perhaps by Monday, marking a watershed moment for the Warriors if Beal hits the market. This isn't just any contract. Beal's leash is a $55 million annual nightmare with 2 years left. A deal so toxic that rumors swirl about an $80 to $90 million buyout package. a staggering sum for a franchise desperate to clear cap space by circumventing the dreaded luxury tax apron. Some even whisper Wade stretches Ayla the Bucks-Lillard saga. And for months, the Warriors have been linked to Bell, a tantalizing intrigue in Dub Nation conversations, especially if the Warriors could snag him on a veteran minimum, turning an albatross into a low-risk, high-upside swing. But as we've learned tonight, rumors fuel chaos. No fresh statements from Gambadoro himself have surfaced to cement the renewed swirl of Bell connecting with Golden State, reminding us again to scrutinize sources diligently amidst the maelstrom of Sports Illustrated headlines and chatter. Now brace for a seismic narrative pivot. The historic 17-team Kevin Durant trade just inked, unpaused by the moratorium's lift this morning, has unleashed a tidal wave of confusion over the specifics of who exactly the Warriors received for their cosmic trade sacrifice. Shams Charania's ESPN breakdown revealed that the Suns seized Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks alongside an array of rights to draft picks, painting a picture most Warriors fans had braced for, but swirling mists of ambiguity swirl around Jahmai Meshach, a youthful wing prospect ostensibly headed our way, but now rerouted to Memphis, debunking earlier reports and shattering fanciful hopes of a hidden gem arrival. According to NBC Bay Area's Dalton Johnson, the Warriors landed Alex Tui, the Australian forward they drafted at 52nd overall, and Will Richard, the 56th pick, but no Meshach. The Grizzlies snapped up his rights accompanied by future conditional picks and Justinian Jessup's rights in exchange, creating a complex mosaic of asset shuffle, an intricate move underscoring the intricate CBA dance teams endure. Each trade a domino triggering unforeseen moves in an NBA ecosystem engineer for complexity over clarity. This slate of movement is a double-edged sword. On one hand, the Warriors net an equal exchange, but on the other, the absence of a high-impact return deepens frustrations, leaving fans yearning for more than draft rights and young prospects, especially as the clock ticks with no advancement on the enigmatic Jonathan Kuminga front. The young star's contract chatter bizarrely silent in this otherwise hyperactive offseason. And amidst this whirlwind of maneuvers, an emotional farewell echoes through Dub Nation's soul. Kevin Looney, a stalwart of 3 championship parades and a locker room pillar, officially bids adieu, signing a 2-year, $16 million deal with the Pelicans. But not without a heartfelt Players Tribune letter that pierces the heart, reflecting on a decade intertwined with Warriors glory, where every offseason he hoped for a competitive offer that never materialized. Looney's words sting. No offer. Not even a veteran minimum as a lifeline. This brutal revelation exposes the front office's ruthless calculus. They're willing to part ways even with a beloved Warrior, signaling a shift in team direction that leaves the center position a murky mystery. Are we about to face an NBA campaign where Quinton Post and Trace Jackson Davis muster the paint for Golden State? Can we trust the Horford rumors to breathe life back into the front court? The emotional stakes couldn't be higher. Memories of the "we believe" renaissance flash before our eyes. The dynasty highs with Steph, Clay, and Draymond carving their legacies, as we wonder if these off-season moves are the spark or the fracture that determines the next chapter. As a lifelong Dub Nation believer, my pulse is racing just writing this, haunted by every twist, every rumor, every move that could either reignite the dynasty or unravel years of toil. But is this the spark that reignites our dynasty or the crack that fractures our legacy? Drop your unfiltered takes in the comments. I'll be right there, heart in hand. If your heart just lurched thinking about a playoff run where perseverance and grit collide once more with hometown pride, hit that comment box and let's light up this divisive debate. No holds barred, no sacred cows. Because here we are, caught between the haunting glow of Oracle's past fireworks and the uncertain alleyways of an offseason that could either torch the Warriors' legacy or set the stage for one of the most electrifying rebounds in NBA history. What do you do when the king, the unquestioned Warrior King of Splash, Steph Curry continues to defy Father Time with his laser-sharp step-backs and mind-bending range. Yet all around him, the roster keeps reshuffling like a house of cards. On a windy bay breeze, think about Steph's 29 points per game in 23, still flirting with MVP-caliber ball at 35 years old, alongside Klay Thompson's cautious but hopeful resurrection from the ashes of injuries, managing to flash those old championship sparks one quarter at a time. But here's the big question. Can this symphony of clutch shooters end dogged? Defenders find harmony again without Kevin Looney's quiet backbone defense anchoring the trenches. The emotional void he leaves is seismic. That farewell letter wasn't just words. It was a mirror reflecting the brutal realism of a front office slowly distancing itself from loyalty in favor of a Darwinian vision that's frighteningly thin on guarantees and thick on what-ifs. So, when we consider the ghost of Horford hovering uncertainty over the Bay, will he commit to one last bridge season in Golden State or slip into the Nuggets' grasp, tipping the scales with his veteran savvy and rim protection? It's a pendulum, swinging between hope and heartbreak, where every leaked nugget of intel might be a mirage designed to keep Dub Nation on edge for another 24-hour news cycle. This isn't just about adding big men. It's about reclaiming an identity. Because let's face it, after dismantling a core that boasted 3 straight NBA Finals berths and 2 titles during the Curry-Klay-Draymond apex, the championship window feels like it's rapidly closing, and with it, Dub Nation's collective patience thins. That said, what if all this chaos, this swirling free agent roulette and multi-team trade madness is actually Kerr's master plan? Maybe this is Steve Kerr, the chess master, betting on the emergence of Kuminga's unpredictable explosion. The raw, athletic pulse pool has teased, and the newly acquired late-round gems like Tui and Richard to become catalysts rather than placeholders. Imagine with me a starting 5 where Steph's wizard wins with Kuminga's ferocity, with Moody's lethal shot faking and Podziemski's floor spacing, layered over Draymond's vocal leadership and another true center like Horford who can revitalize the paint. Could this be the blueprint for reestablishing dominance in a West that's more volatile than ever? Speaking of the West, it's a jungle out there. The Nuggets locking arms with Jokic's MVP magic, the Suns still smarting from their postseason. Heartbreak, the Mavericks riding Luka's unpredictable brilliance, and the reinvented Lakers flaunting superstar combos. They're all circling, wolves sharpening their teeth for a new era. Where does Golden State fit in that brutal hierarchy? Are we the dark horse, the scrappy underdog looking to shock the world one more time? Or are we simply treading water, desperate to keep fading glory from slipping irrevocably away? Now, throw in the locker room dynamics, the emotional fatigue. Riding high after years of relentless expectations, the pressure mounting on Kerr to sculpt cohesion amidst these shifting sands, and whispers from the front office that hint at a ruthless, almost clinical rebuild in slow motion. It's a tightrope walk over a canyon of fan hopes and merciless reality checks. The Warriors are at a crossroads. Hold on to the remnants of a historic dynasty fueled by Steph's brilliance and Klay's ice-cold shooting, or plunge headfirst into the unknown, embracing the wild youth and unproven talent that could either make us legends again or leave Dub Nation questioning everything. From the roar we believe in '07 to the dizzying heights of KD-era juggernauts, this franchise has been no stranger to seismic shifts. But tonight, the question burns hotter than ever. Will these off-season whispers and trades ignite the spark for a final blazing chapter, or crack open the fissures that fracture a once unbreakable bond? As someone who screamed for Baron Davis, thunderous drives, shed tears seeing Klay's long-winded comeback, and believes with every fiber that Steph Curry's canvas still holds a masterpiece, I'm telling you this, the next few weeks, they're nothing short of a crucible. This is the moment where legends might rise or the dynasty's curtain falls. There's no middle ground anymore. No easy comfort. The unsettling hum of draft picks, buyout sagas, and strategic puzzle pieces might be rough and cryptic, but embedded. In that chaos is the possibility of rebirth. Now, take all that fire inside you, hope, skepticism, rage, and love, and drop it in the comments below. No fluff, no PR spin. What are you truly feeling as Dub Nation stares down this offseason? Storm? I'm diving into your takes, your fears, your wild dreams. Every single voice matters because this story belongs to us all. Let's rage, believe, and reckon with the future together, because Golden State basketball is never just a game. It's a battle for the heart and soul of a city that refuses to fade quietly.